As well go live. The problem is that like
Yeah,
being a keyboard warrior is important. Sharing information is important, but we have to get
yeah,
fucking action. These truckers are only gonna be successful if Canada gets behind them.
yeah.
So the Gestapo pig
Absolutely.
cops that should be charged for manslaughter if anything happens, taking away the fuel was a tactic so that all the sheep be like, "Oh look, our boys in blue are saving us from the big bad truckers," right? But they're not.
Yeah.
It was bullshit. It was
Calling in the
bullshit.
riot squad,
The
extra
riot squad. That
500
was all
troops.
for
Yeah,
TV, made for TV.
yeah.
Was it? Maybe it was a Netflix film. What do we know? But I lost my mind when I saw it. I lost my mind.
I think if they're gonna do anything, they're gonna do it like in the middle of the night, like 3, 4 in the morning, when people are
No,
trying to sleep.
they have
But
no. I don't think
there's nothing they can do.
there's nothing they can do. There is nothing they can do. I want to see one of those. I gotta fucking swear. I want to see one of those pussy cops do something to these guys. I want to see them take the first punch because that's all they got to do, right? A
Yeah.
cop is gonna. We're gonna see a hot-headed cop before we see a hot-headed trucker.
They were giving out traffic or parking tickets earlier. I
They
seen
were arresting
just a
people
couple
that were
people. They were
carrying in
arresting people, giving parking tickets, just little things. They wanted people to get, excited
scared.
from getting and like to fight back and saying, "Oh, look at them fighting back because they're getting arrested." But they're saying, "No." They told everybody, "Just get arrested, be nice about it, and then we'll take care of it tomorrow."
Yeah, they want to provoke the violence so that they have a
Exactly.
reason to bring in the riot cops. And they
Yeah.
didn't budge. I was more violent in my living room.
Yeah.
I was more violent here in my house because I was cussing, I was like smashing, I was calling numbers to complain, sending emails, I was doing everything. I was freaking out. I was like, contacting Pierre Polivier. If one trucker gets injured, I expect the Ottawa police to be charged with manslaughter. Like everything. I saw red. And these guys were like,
Yeah.
calm. I gotta
Yeah.
go move in with them. But anyway, they did steal 32 liters. Steal. The Ottawa police are thieves. They have stolen 3,200 liters of fuel, which I expect should be returned by morning because that fuel was bought
Yeah.
by Canadian people for the truckers. So
Yeah.
I expect that fuel to be returned to the truckers.
Yeah.
And I actually had a trunk. I was supposed to head out there, but the guy that I was supposed to head out with, we pitched in, and his trunk was full of fuel for the truckers.
That's legal. Holy crow.
Yeah. So he's going to get arrested. This really great pilot, he's a pilot, a very upstanding young man with a young little girl. So he's going to get arrested in Canada now for bringing gas to someone who's out of gas. Wow. That's
Yeah.
awesome. What a great country to live in, right?
Yeah. Exactly. I don't know.
So,
It's I don't know what else I seen. I didn't. Well, I did watch quite a bit today. I seen. Well, during the day, it's just the regular stuff, right? It's just people happy, dancing, singing, playing in bouncy castles, like all the terrorist activities, right?
well, I had to
Walking
tear a
around
strip.
with those crazy Canadian flags that are so scary to everybody.
Oh, aren't
Um,
those trigger? They're triggering?
yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah.
kind of like what they did to the American flag, right? Like the American flag is now it was all scary because Trump supporters carried an American flag. Oh my God,
Well, I
such a
told off
sign
a
of
woman
evil.
that sits on the woman I told you about. I didn't tell you who she is. She sits on the is it called the OHN now? Ontario Health Network?
Yeah.
That what it's called, the group of hospitals downtown Toronto?
Mm, yeah.
Yeah, she sits on the top of the board there.
No, she probably
So
sits on a lot of things there, but
yeah, she wishes. Nah, she's a boring old prude that probably hasn't gotten laid in 40 years because her husband probably can't even stand her.
yeah,
And she just fucking attacked. Like she attacked my mom's page on Instagram with her bullshit about vaccines. My mom made a post about the Freedom Convoy in Toronto yesterday because friends went down and she shared it because there was like 100,000 people. My mom was so proud. Like she's just super proud of Canada and the people that are standing up, right?
mhm,
Especially since she was a little girl during world like well, she lived in a really like a Mussolini like loving community when she grew up, and she was at the end of the war, she heard stories and she just could never understand that. And seeing people so beautiful. And this woman had the nerve. So my mother wrote a nice post. Thank you to all the freedom fighters standing up for your rights, standing up for Canada, standing up for what is good and godly and beautiful. And anyway, this woman had the nerve to tell her that she should be thanking, that my mother should be thanking her because she took her vaccines and her booster, and they're the real ones that have brought freedom to Canada. Those people that did the right thing and took their vaccines and boosters, they should be honored for bringing freedom to Canada. Oh God, my my head spun like the exorcist. God, I tore a strip out of her so bad that my mother looked at me after and went, but you really attack people. I was like, yeah, I attack people. If you show me your demon, I'm slaying you.
Yeah.
Like, if you show me who you are, I'm coming at you with my kryptonite. I'm not coming at you with, no, no, you came at me. So now here I come. I come with daggers to slay you. That's it. I wasn't,
Yeah.
I was intelligent about it, but I fucking told her to learn her fucking Charter of Rights. What I said to her is she better fucking pray that the a-hole that sits in Parliament fucking drops the mandates, because we're going all the way. Until our
Yeah.
mandates are dropped, I said, I told her good luck in the war. Oh, I let her have it. I just let her have it because I won't tolerate it anymore. This is not, anybody comes to talk to me about a vaccine, I'll smash your face, because we're not talking vaccines.
Yeah.
We're speaking freedoms.
Yeah. COVID was 2020. Vaccines were 2021. 2022 is another topic. So
Exactly. And not to mention that I'd like you to show me, Miss, I want to say her name, but I won't. But
yeah.
listen, lady, why don't you show me where all the vaccinated people have their freedom right now?
Yeah.
Because I seem to recall that there's still restrictions everywhere. And the boosted maybe have their freedoms, but the unboosted will no longer have freedoms soon. So show me which part of Canada you freed. The
That
fucking
probably
white
would have been the
rich.
next step, though. If they didn't do these convoys and stuff right now before they opened up again, they would have said you had to be boosted
Sure they
to go in
would.
restaurants and that. But they had put that on. I think they put that on hold. But I'm
Sure they
sure that would
would.
have been their next step,
Oh,
which
100%.
still
They're
will
gonna
be.
mandate it soon as the fourth booster is ready, I think.
So when the fourth booster comes, do they need to take the people who only have two? Will they have to take the third one, then the fourth one, or can they just skip it and go to the fourth one?
Oh, I'm
That's what I
sure they'll
want
have
to know.
to take number 3 and 4.
Like when they get to booster 11, and if you haven't taken any shots, and you're like, okay, I'll finally cave at booster 11. Do you have to take 11 shots, or do you just take the
Yeah, and they'll
11th one
probably
and
tell you,
be good?
don't worry, we can give them all to you today. Don't worry, they're safe.
Yeah, yeah,
They're safe. We'll give them all to you right now. You have nothing to worry about. Just take it. It won't even hurt.
yeah,
Won't even hurt. Yeah, it was pretty sickening. I was pretty sickened. So, there's the toss up, right? It's kind of like, then what are you supposed to do? I try to stay informed on social media because the news, well, first of all, they're showing you crap. But then I stay informed on social media, and I just got to remember, wait till you hear from the truckers. This has happened twice. The GoFundMe pissed me off, and then
yeah.
the fuel thing today, I almost gave me a heart attack. But they need to hire me or something. I need to go work with the truckers. Dear truckers convoy, you don't have to pay me. You can pay me in hugs. I just want to be next to you, working with you, because I'm amazed by them.
They have a lot of women there. I hear. I hear a lot of women went down to the convoys. They left their husbands at home to watch TV with their vaccinated husbands at home to watch TV with their masks on, and then the women went down to see the truckers like real men and the people
Well,
protesting.
I
So
mean, poor
you'd fit
husbands.
in
I mean,
down
they're
there.
probably having their period right now.
They
So,
might be.
yeah, the women,
They can get
they
the.
don't want to be around their pussy husbands while they have their periods. But
Mhm.
yeah, no, I'm getting, it's true though. Like, I hate to say it. Like, I mean, listen, whatever. You want to go down the stereotype path or whatever. Like, we're not supposed to say it. But listen, real men don't wear skirts. So fuck you.
Yeah.
Okay. Like just the same way men want women that will nurture and cook and really love the family and hold the family together from that perspective. Women want men that are going to keep them safe and secure and act
Hmm.
like that. Like that doesn't mean that men don't cook and women don't chop wood. Of course they do. Like we
Yeah.
each can do. I cut grass. I can cut the grass with a lawnmower, but I'd rather be inside baking while he's outside cutting the grass.
Hmm.
And he'd probably rather be outside cutting the grass and having a nice beer under the cherry tree or something while I'm inside baking him a fucking pie. Right?
Exactly.
Like
Exactly.
let's just call it what it is. I mean, it's not old fashioned or anything like that. My God, please. I've conquered the world. I've had amazing careers. I've right out of university, I've always been a manager of sorts. I've built every dream I've had. Like any dream I've ever had, I've gone for it. Had no fear. I still like being a woman to my man.
Hmm.
I don't need to be an angry woman that has to prove herself to anyone. No, I never had to prove myself to anybody. I've had high positions in the government jobs and in my God, I've worked in every sector, public, private. It doesn't matter. Started
Yeah.
my own company. Doesn't matter that I'm a woman or not. It's still when it comes to these positions, you're right. Hey, I want to. Don't you want to almost go and fucking find a trucker?
No.
I'm kidding.
Well,
Well, because you're like them, but I mean, they're so amazing. I mean, hey, single woman, get down there, man. What are you fucking sitting around at home? If I was single, if
yeah.
I will tell
That's
you
where to
something
go.
just because we're talking about this. But four of my friends went to the Toronto convoy yesterday.
Hmm.
All four of them were single. All four of them went to stand up for freedom because these girls are like cupid girls. These girls are like they're all about this convoy.
Hmm.
And none of them are vaccinated, and they have three of them pretty much almost lost, well, two of them lost their jobs. One has to get the PCR test every 2 days, but none of them caved to their employers. So I
Yeah.
mean, they're right behind this 100% all the way. And after talking about all the political stuff about it and how great it was, there was about 100,000 people in Toronto. As she said, it was amazing. They all said it was amazing, how freeing it was, how beautiful it was, how loving it was, how cool and relaxed it was. They were giving out free food everywhere. There was no issues, no violence. She said, don't believe anything if you hear about counter protests. It was about 10 nurses in front of the hospital.
Yeah. I've
She said
seen
it
the
was
counter
nothing.
protest.
Yeah, right. But then
Excuse
at the end of it all, she's like, and you know what? She said, like, I don't know, but there were all these like really attractive people and men there. And I was like, yeah, I love that. I said, because you think they're attractive because they're standing up for
They're
what's
standing
right.
up. Exactly.
They're doing what you're doing. They're showing up, they're standing up, they're defending their country, they're defending what's right and just. I said, so it doesn't because I've been to so many protests, right? And I think I even told you, I said, hey, Chris, like come on down, right? Um, like you're gonna find a really hot chick there because
Yeah.
but it's not even so much about physical, but
Hmm.
everyone just seems much better looking because we're all there filled with like freedom and joy and love, and we believe in the equality of everyone. We want human rights for everyone, and it kind of is a lot more attractive.
And you know that they kind of think the same as you. So they're
Yeah,
not
well,
sitting
I've
in
been
their
telling
car alone
single
hiding with a mask on. Like nobody wants that, right? So,
no, I've been telling
well,
single women
some people do, but
for last like 3 years to come with me to protest for the last 2 years.
yeah.
Let's go. You're gonna find a man there. I wish I was single.
Yeah.
Almost. Which I kind of almost am because my husband's in another country and I don't have the right to go see him. So I feel soon enough I'm gonna be single again. Like if this war goes on any longer, we're gonna legally be separated.
Hmm. It's crazy.
Not funny.
No.
It's not funny. It's yeah, it's listen, if war breaks out, I'd rather we start it. I'll be honest. I don't think I can handle the cops starting it. I know we won't
I,
start it.
no.
They have to start it, but I'm gonna like I'll be like, let's go. I'll call you up.
There's a lot of
You
people
ready?
ready for it. I think if they did get the military involved, then that's when more would get, you know,
There's a lot of people ready,
I don't
right?
think people would be scared of the military. So
I heard Druthers has 1,000 trucks heading over.
I don't know. There's supposed to be a whole bunch coming over.
You know,
So
did
we'll
you
see.
see? Yeah. Yeah, I think you saw, because we talked yesterday a bit about the Toronto protests, but did you see Alberta when the full,
Oh yeah,
it
I
was,
seen the aerial view there. Yeah,
no, but like the Cowboys?
the
It
Cowboys, the
was
Farmers, everybody was. Yeah, it was
it was
crazy
like
there
the
today.
Calgary Stampede. It was like the
Yeah,
most beautiful thing to see. I gotta say, if I had to pick a favorite, I mean, I like the Cowboys showing up. I can't
yeah,
even pick a favorite because I went nuts when the Farmers showed up. I went more nuts when the Cowboys showed up. If we're still here in spring, I think I'll just absolutely go crazy if if the bikers show
all
up.
the biker clubs. Yeah.
That's a lot of
Did you
bike.
see the one in Sarnia today, blocking off the Michigan border?
I did. I
I'd
did.
only seen part of that. I don't really. I didn't get a
I
full
only
view
saw
of
a
all
quick
that.
clip too. I didn't see a lot. I only saw one. I actually only saw one clip when it was a short one. But what about the US? What's happening there? Because I've just been sort of out of the loop.
They're getting ready for a Super Bowl. I heard something about them blocking the Super Bowl.
Yeah, so all trucks are supposed to lead to the Super Bowl. Do we know
Hmm.
where? I don't even know where the Super Bowl is this year because I don't pay attention.
Yeah, I don't pay attention to the football anymore.
No.
I just heard they were
So I
going to the
don't
Super
know if
Bowl, and
I know that was where they were gonna go.
yeah, and they said again. I think that's where I heard it, where the women are going to be with all the truckers and their husbands are going to be at home watching the Super Bowl wearing a mask. So let's see. Yeah,
Uh,
there's I wonder if they're going to do it in Fort Erie, like Niagara area, or if that's been starting, like what's happening in this area too.
oh God, check this out. Give me a fucking break.
What are you seeing there?
I should send it to you. The stress of trucker convoy protest will have long-lasting effects on residents' health in
Oh,
Ottawa.
I know.
Oh yeah, but the 2 years of fucking lockdown and the 52% increase in suicide was no problem.
They were crying because babies couldn't have nap time because of the horns, and I well, you know what? Your kids are
Did
gonna have more problems than sleep than missing a couple of naps. Did you see the fire in the building,
your
the one
police
last
are
night,
attacking as we the witch
where these two guys went into the apartment building? They taped the door and they started fire brick, like a fire in an apartment building.
in Ottawa?
Yeah, and
Who
then one of
started it?
the
It was probably the cops that started
so
it.
it was two kids, like two teenage 20-year-old dudes from well, it looked like you can see the one picture of the kid, but the whole thread was that somebody in the building said, you know, what are you doing here? And they're like, oh, we're with the protest, the trucker convoy. And they lit the fire and then they went out a side door and then, but they didn't call the police. They didn't call the fire. Like the residents just put it out or whatever the person was saying. And everyone's like, yeah, that's what you do, right? Like that sounds so legit that they're there lighting a fire in the lobby of the building or whatever. They have the door taped shut. A resident says, oh, what are you guys doing here lighting a fire? And they're like, we're with the trucker convoy. And the guy's like, oh, okay. And goes in the elevator and upstairs.
No.
That sounds
Listen,
so
these
legit,
cops need
right?
to be put in their place. Enough. What is this?
The
Where are
cops didn't
we?
even say that. It was just the resident of the building, and they had pictures, like screen captions from the building security. So who gets screen captions from a building security? Number one,
Oh,
and then
please.
posts it on Twitter in a thread. And what criminals are like? Oh, we're with the trucker. Like it sounds way too set up. It was too crazy.
Oh, please. Nobody can say,
So
listen, any
stupid.
douchebag that does anything violent and thinks they're going to blame it on the trucker convoy is sadly misguided and misinformed. These guys
Yeah,
listen, they've shown themselves to us. They have
yeah,
shown who they are. They have remained peaceful. It is fucking freezing in Ottawa, number one. These
yeah.
guys are staying there peacefully. These guys, they're trying everything to berate them, to badmouth them, take away their fuel, try to make them look bad, swastikas on flags,
Oh yeah,
fucking upside down flags. Like, they're doing everything that they can. And it's not working because these guys are standing firm in love, in peace. They're raising the vibration. They're keeping it with God. They're keeping it with good. They're not showing any evil. All
yeah,
these little fires that these guys are starting and putting out on their own, let them do it. Let
yeah.
them,
It's all fake.
whatever. No, anyone who believes it was the truckers is getting their information from, CBC, City TV, and all
I
that
don't even
shit.
think it was on the news yet. It was just
Oh, it's probably
a
not.
bunch
Yeah,
of
but
SJW
these
liberals that
police,
are,
everybody needs to contact the Office of the Independent Police Review because they review the police force. These
yeah,
cops are not to touch these truckers. It is completely illegal. They cannot steal their fuel. They better return it by morning. Like, I'm sure lawyers are good. As much as these cops are going to work overnight, so are the lawyers. They have done nothing legal so far,
yeah,
these cops,
not
if
tonight
they're gonna
anyway.
go in like that, right? Like
Yeah,
everything they did, bring back the fuel. Oh God, please, someone live feed from Ottawa the cops returning the fuel. Imagine that. It's like, bring in the GIMP. You fucking gimps, you fucking Gestapo gimps for the big turd. I can't believe it. I was watching videos of these cops standing there while all the freedom fighters are like dancing. I saw stuff footage from Toronto. I saw footage from BC. I saw, Ottawa. I was watching all of it. I was like, don't you guys feel like assholes? You big burly cops with your masks on, standing on guard for the
they said.
turd?
See, I heard 2 days ago the cops were showing their faces, and then the last few days they haven't been. And
They
people
haven't
said they
been.
won't even look them in the eye. The cops don't even want to, like, they're looking at the ground when they're talking to you, so like they're embarrassed
They
apparently.
brought in
So
450 cops tonight
yeah,
for
see
this
my screen. This
movement.
is my
So
favorite video of the day today that I seen. Can you see it on here?
I can see it. Yeah, what's happening
You ready?
there?
Watch. So watch this guy here. He's my favorite person of the day.
Whoa. What the hell just happened there?
Oh, that's the fake one. Okay, so if I find the real one, so basically this dude pretends that he got hit by the truck,
Yeah.
and he lays there, and then when he gets back up, he puts on his mask and starts yelling at him and his wife start yelling at the truckers and everybody, and they're like, you faked it, get out of here. Like they were laughing at
Oh
him.
my God, pathetic. People are doing that?
Yeah, it's all
People
like
are doing that.
everything that I see is just like they're like it's fake, like they're getting caught on camera that it's just fake, right? Like
I
it's
saw
just
someone
all
do that
fake
in real
stuff.
life one time. They
Yeah,
literally, it was like the bumpers kissed each other. The woman got out of the car,
yeah,
walked to the front of the car, and lied down on the floor
yeah.
until the ambulance came. I was like,
Yeah, it's
what?
it's funny. It's funny. Like that's my favorite video of the day. It's hilarious.
Oh God, people are so pathetic.
Hmm.
But they want communism so bad. What's their problem?
I don't know.
Like, what is your problem with us fighting for our freedom? Go fucking move to Russia. Why the fuck do you have a problem with people fighting for their freedoms? Oh, is it because you feel like an asshole? Because you were too weak to stand up for the last 2 years for your rights? Because you caved? Because
Yeah.
someone told you were going to lose your job and you cried instead of standing up for your legal rights? Fucking, you know
So here's the
what?
video after. I'll show you the aftermath. So he gets up.
Ooh, he pushed. Who pushed who?
That's the driver. Told him to get out of the way. So there's him and his wife. He gets up. He puts his mask back on. So he shows what side that he's on. And then they tell him to go.
I saw one last night where a guy went nuts in Ottawa and the trucker was filming it and another guy was filming it and the guy lost his mind. He's like, "Why are you filming me?" He's like, "Because you're yelling at one of the truckers and I'm just gonna make just for evidence." Yeah, well, he almost hit my car. He's like, "No, he didn't. Your car is parked across the street."
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
when I
They're all
heard
getting
that, I was
caught
like,
on film.
"What?"
That's why it's good to film everything. People, never used to
This
like,
is
oh, you're
why I have
filming
to
me,
get
film it.
a data, but I don't
But
have a data plan.
yeah, you can still film it. But a
I
lot of
can
people are
film, I
live
just can't go
streaming.
live.
So
I can't
yeah,
go live. I have a phone, but I don't have a plan because fuck everybody. I'm not paying for no plan. I
you had to get the plan
left
under your
Rogers
iBid.
years ago and I refuse.
$35 for unlimited internet. You missed out on that deal.
From who?
Oh, the freedom thing, whatever it is.
Nah, yeah, freedom. I was there. It's not even about that. I just don't want to pay anything.
Yeah.
I don't have to talk to anybody. I barely want to talk to anybody.
No.
No, and you know what? I pay for internet at home. It's kind of like the whole cable Netflix thing. People that watch TV, they get Netflix for what? What is it? Like $10 a month instead of paying
Mm.
cable, which is like, I don't know, $100, $200 a month. It's kind of like that. So I just,
Everybody just needs IPTV. Pay
I just have a
somebody
free
10,
internet
15.
phone number and a phone.
There
And
you
all
go.
my phones are hand-me-downs. When someone else doesn't want their phone, I'm like, "Oh, you don't want that phone? I'll take it."
You're
I'm
good
so
then.
bad. I should already be living in Bin Laden's cave. That's the other thing, people. Like if people, I mean, we know they don't use their brain, right? We already get that. But if people use their brain and they think about all the leaders of countries that have fled, or famous people who went into hiding, they're usually fucking terrorists, like Bin Laden, right? Extremistic terrorist group leaders, or you have like, the leaders of like communist, like these people are
Saddam
over.
Hussein. Didn't Saddam
Saddam
Hussein go into hiding
Hussein.
before he went
Yeah,
down?
Saddam Hussein,
Yeah.
Bin Laden, the guy from Bulgaria, like
Trudeau.
and Trudeau. And Trudeau's hiding from people that have set up bouncy castles. This is where, oh God, I wrote the best comment. I was like, if this is when our government flees because fucking people are dancing and setting up bouncy castles in the streets, anybody can come and invade Canada. Just come. Just come, because we got a pussy in Parliament and a bunch of turdettes that follow him. Just come. It's like we're trying to, like, the guy's in hiding because nice people are
So we have,
joyfully demanding their freedoms back, which is
I don't know if you see
completely in
your
their
comments
constitution.
there.
Who?
The comments here, police are attacking as we speak. They're going car to car to clear people out,
Yeah, I
and
saw you.
they're
I saw these
extinguishing
comments.
fire. Yeah.
Do you see them right away?
If I look there. Sorry, I didn't look.
Because they're like big and on the right side of my
Yeah.
screen.
Yeah, I just wasn't. I was
So
looking
I
at
was
a
kind
different
of
thing.
like, I didn't know if they were comments or so Stark 1987 is the person. Sorry, I'm
Mm-hmm.
new to this. So these are comments.
Sorry,
Police
sorry.
are
I
attacking as
wasn't
we
looking.
speak. Okay, so they're attacking as we speak. So what does that mean? The live feeds are cut off. That's the problem.
Some of them, yeah, I guess gotta.
They cut off the. I heard they were cutting off the cell service.
I think there's still some going on, so I can see some.
I don't know if they're going car to car. So what are they doing? What are they doing? They're extinguishing fire pits to freeze the truckers. Oh yeah, they're putting out the fire pits. That's right.
Yeah,
I heard
yeah.
about that. They
Take
were
away their
throwing
fuel.
snow. I saw one trucker saying that the cop was telling him to put out the fire and he said he wouldn't, that it was legal for him to have it, and then the cop threw snow on it, which is fine. But I
Yeah,
wonder if they so the people got arrested for sure. They're attacking as we speak. Are you a trucker, Stark 87? Are you still here?
maybe not.
So I have a note here that says one of the greatest trolls in history will take place tomorrow. If you live in Ottawa, grab a jerry can and join the party. Everyone is going to be walking around with one in protest. You don't need gas, just the jerry can. So there's a protest tomorrow for that. Nice.
It's funny.
I'm gonna have
Yeah,
to go pitch a
all
tent in
my live
Ottawa.
feeds are down that I had now.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go pitch a tent in Ottawa. There's winter camping. We just gotta get some warm stuff.
Yeah, you just get the
Uh,
winter tent, good sleeping bag.
Like they must be prepared, right? Like
Oh yeah,
I was losing my mind when I saw them taking the gas though. I really was. I was freaking out. I was like, you're gonna be charged with manslaughter, cease and desist, blah blah blah. I was going crazy.
I
This is the country we live in. But did you like my little fuck you to all my little sheep that are following my page like hawks? Did you see my little fuck you message
on where
on Facebook?
Facebook.
I was like, people watching my stories like crazy, but they think differently than me. And I was like, and a special fuck you to all you sheep following my page,
There you go.
like
Yeah, it's
hawks
good.
waiting for the truckers to fail. Yeah, you.
Facebook wouldn't let me post something earlier. I was kept trying and trying and trying, and then they kept cutting me off when I was typing terrorists, they would say, "Sorry, there's an error. Sorry, we can't complete this at this time. Sorry, we can't do this." And I'm like, "What?" So I don't know if it made it on there or not, but either way, it doesn't matter. Most of the people on my Facebook don't have an idea of what's going on. The people that I was with today kind of pissed me off, so
Oh yeah.
I ended my day early. It's hard sometimes when they just don't understand. They're just watching the news, they're looking at the newspaper, and that's what they base everything off of, and they just have no idea.
Yeah. No, people have no idea, but you shouldn't be talking to people anymore that don't have
Well,
any
they're
idea.
family, so I kind of have
Yeah,
to.
yeah, no, I don't talk to any of my family. You have to give
Yeah.
it up. I don't talk to anybody anymore. Just my mom, just my immediate family, like my
Hmm.
mom, my sister, my brother, and that's it. Because cousins, aunts, uncles, nah. I'll never speak to most of them again. They
Yeah.
listen, this is what I keep saying to people. I have love for all of you, but the line has been drawn in the sand now. You either stand on the right side or you stand on the wrong side. And all those on the wrong side, I still have love for you, but you need to back 3,000 fucking yards from me because otherwise I'll kill
Yeah.
you. And I will. I'll destroy you. Like whether it be lyrically, like I might break your plants, I might cut your trees, I might punch you in the face, break your teeth. I don't know. But I'll just rather come with love. So the line has been drawn. You stay on your side and we're good
Hmm.
because I'm not going to back down. So,
I just tell them I'm not interested in talking about that, but then they just keep bringing it up, bringing it up, bringing it up, bringing it up.
yeah.
So of course I have to talk because I can't just sit back sometimes.
No, you have to talk.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know. Coffee time. Though.
Huh?
It's coffee time though. That's all I know.
Coffee?
Coffee time. Yeah.
At this hour?
Oh, all day is coffee time. You don't have
Hmm.
coffee at this hour?
No way. I'll never sleep.
Ah, sleeping's for
No, I would
babies and
love
old
to. I
people.
used to, but no.
Sleeping's for babies and old people.
No.
What are you looking
I
at
didn't
there?
sleep. I
What are
only
you
slept
finding?
2 hours last night because I was getting ready to go to Ottawa.
Yeah. What are you reading there?
I'm not reading anything.
Oh, you didn't find anything good? I was looking for more live feeds, but most of them
Nah,
are
I'm
all
reading
down.
some douchebag that made a comment in the Freedom Convoy. And she's obviously in the wrong fucking work. She's obviously in the wrong group. She's following the wrong page. Because someone said, she says, you guys are breaking the law, and the police are doing a great job of not letting you refuel your illegal actions. So I just told her she's in the wrong room, might be in the wrong country. I told her to go learn her. I said, you might be in the wrong room and perhaps the wrong country. We have a charter of rights here, and the protests are very legal. If you dislike freedom so much, you have many countries to choose from. Canada is not one of them because we will go nowhere until freedom is restored. Biatch! I
Aren't
love
you the one that
people.
tells me not to read their comments?
Yeah. No, she was. Hey, no. I'm so
I
Canadian.
know. I
I
go
give it
looking for
away
it.
all the time when I'm working. People are like, "You're from Canada, right?" I'm like, "Yeah," because I say "a" every other fucking word. But no, I don't. She was in my room. I don't go to mainstream media because now it's beyond that. Don't read what those people say. It will enrage you. My mother does it
I
all the
like
time.
I like
No,
doing it,
but
but they don't typically write back to me.
we do that. But we do that when we're in a special mood. Like when I'm in a good mood, a special mood, I like to have fun and go to like CBC and piss someone off, or City TV or CNN or whatever, and piss someone off. I usually hit global because global TV is really bad, eh?
I haven't seen global TV in forever.
No, I'm telling you, when I go to their
Even
page to comment, I'll go to one of their stories and I
uh,
can't believe the lies they tell. But excuse me, in general, I don't read. comments
Yeah.
that people write because they piss me off.
Yeah.
I've stayed very, very, very close to the convoy, and that's it. Someone tried to send me a video today about some Antifa stuff or whatever. I was like, I can't watch that. And they're like, "No, you should see it." I said, "No, I can't because it enrages me." And then I get into a car and I want to drive over there with a bigger bat and I want to smash their skull.
Yeah.
So
The
I,
Antifa riots and stuff that I watched like years ago pissed me off.
yeah.
Yeah. I think BLM is out there tonight in Minneapolis again,
Oh my God, I saw a fucking video
and they were
tonight of
honking. They were in the street, the residential area, honking. And all the liberals were cheering for them, and then someone commented, "Well, how come you guys are cheering for them honking in a residential zone, but you don't cheer for the truckers honking? That's bad and illegal." So it
I know,
depends
but
what side you're on, right?
have you heard the truckers honking now? Have you heard
Uh,
I think they made it illegal for the truckers to honk or something now.
I
They're
think they,
trying to.
I think the truckers after 9:30 they stop just so
I
that
think,
they
I think
don't
it's
cause
8.
problems. Is it 8 now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But all day long, that sound
Hmm.
is, that would make me insane.
I live in
If
a
I wasn't for it, because to
I
me,
live
it's
by a
music to my
parking lot.
ears.
Well, I live by a parking lot, and I hate the sound of cars. The doors slamming, the car alarms all day, people honking when they're picking somebody up, and it's like, oh. So yeah, I know that this sounds annoying, but that's part of the protest.
Exactly.
You know, what do you want them
But
to
I'm
do?
saying,
Just sit there and
if you're not part of the protest
yeah, it would
and
drive
you're
me nuts.
actually against it, man,
Oh yeah, that's why
that would
it's
drive
funny
you
to
to
me.
drink.
It's
That
funny
would
to me.
drive you to kill.
Yeah,
I think we're gonna start seeing more Ottawa citizens coming out, like yelling, losing their minds or whatever.
that's
But they're
fine.
fun. They're
They can
fun. That's
yell.
fun.
Yeah,
I
I
like
yell out
those
my
people.
window at people, so you can yell.
Yeah, because that woman that came on my mom's page, she got blasted by about 7 or 8 of us,
Yeah,
like really bad. And it's kind of like, you'll never come out with your ignorance again. My brother was the best. He's like, "Wow, I thought you were an educated woman." Done. That's He let the rest of us take over the lead to fucking go nuts on her. He's like, "I'll let the girls go crazy." He goes, "I just gonna say one word. I thought you were educated." Oof. But it would drive people crazy for sure. You know what? Let's not. You know what? If they don't want them in Ottawa, I think it's time for the truckers to go on a rodeo show. Then maybe they can come to every city near you, and they can spend a couple of weeks. You don't want them to occupy Ottawa? No problem.
yeah.
Let's get them here and let's get them in Toronto. Let's get them in BC. Let's get them freaking occupying everywhere then.
Well, they're trying to, but
They actually have. No, but I mean
yeah,
by that size.
yeah,
That size. If they don't want them in Ottawa, take it somewhere else. But Doug
yeah,
Ford's house would be great.
yeah.
Oh, look, she replied to me.
Mm-mm. What'd she say to you?
Oh, she says she's using her charter of rights to express an expression.
Oh
You're
yeah,
fighting for my rights to disagree with you. Don't like it. There's plenty of countries you could move to. What? She's a fucking idiot. She used my own. Go
yeah,
find another page to watch.
yeah. That's their argument is that they're using their rights to be vaccinated and not near. Well, that's fine. Then you can be vaccinated and wear your mask and don't go to restaurants that allow unvaccinated or under vaccinated people in. That's your right too. That's what it's all about is choice. That's what the whole thing's about, right? And if a business chooses not to let unvaccinated people in, that's that business's choice. And if they're going to let that
I
for us,
never
then
told her not to speak, though.
exactly.
I never told her to shut up. I'm just exercising my right to my freedom, my charter of rights to speak and express my opinion. Well, I never told you not to. I just told you you're in the wrong group. Go express it somewhere else because no one here cares.
Yeah,
You know?
that's all funny.
Yep.
At least they reply to you. They never reply to me, especially on Twitter.
People love to fight me, though.
They don't fight with me on Twitter. I try even. I want them to fight me, but they don't. I even go to people's accounts where I'm not even supposed to be in, and they still won't fight me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Nah. People get scared of me. They like to.
I think if you use like big words or the way you word things, then they just don't like fighting me.
Oh,
I'm
oh,
gonna have to
someone's
use
calling me
like a
out.
simple
Someone's
word.
calling out my name on Instagram.
There
It
you
better
go.
be a compliment. You know how I feel about people calling me out like that.
Instagram, I don't know. I don't do too much on there, so I don't know how the Instagram people are.
Oh, well, I
They
went to
can't
the
be as
Ottawa
bad as the
police
Twitter
page.
people.
Well, I went nuts, right? So let's see. Let's see if it's a compliment. It
Liberal
usually
Twitter is nuts.
isn't. I
So
didn't go to any mainstream media, so I shouldn't be in trouble. Like I didn't go to like a city TV, although I have called out CP24. Let's see. Oh no, this person agrees with me.
okay, see. Yeah, you need to get on Twitter if you want to start. Liberal Twitter is the fun place.
No, no, I can't handle it. No.
Yeah, you
'Cause
can.
no, I can't. I'm
You go
gonna
to
where
like
to live.
you go to
No, I
like
can't handle it.
John Tory's page, like any of
No,
those
no,
pages.
no, no,
The
I can't
best.
handle it. So this person, because I kind of wrote to Randy Hillier because he keeps showing us what's on there, right? Like, fuck off. You're in politics, right?
Hmm.
Okay. The people on the street are showing me what's going on there. I don't need you to show me what's going on there. I need you to tell me what you're gonna do about what's going on there. Because you're a politician.
Well, none of the politicians are saying anything really. Just
I know. So I called him out. And
yeah.
I said, "And what will we be?" Because he showed a video about what the cops are doing. Oh, cops seizing the fuel, blah, blah, blah. What did he write? Hundreds of Ottawa police, some carrying grenade launchers, engage in the theft of fuel from peaceful protesters. Chants of shame could be heard as the force undertook their latest PR stunts on behalf of the corrupt Ottawa elites. Okay, so what are you doing there? Fishing for fucking brownie points? You want people to go, yay, thanks for acknowledging it. Well, Giselle doesn't give a fuck that you acknowledge it because Gisela knows what's going on. So do better than just acknowledge it. So I said, and question mark. So what are you going to do about these officers that are committing theft while on duty? We all know this happened. Why are you just showing us to us? What are the consequences? What are you going to do? Or do we already live in a communist country? If any truckers are injured, who is going to pay the price? Give us some real info. So this person just wrote back to say maybe it's time to fight the police. Obviously, they've chosen tyranny and the enemies of the people now. But I found my Instagram twin, I swear. Some guy added me, and I went to look at his page, and he's pretty much like me. He only has really there's no picture of him. Like in my Instagram, there's no picture of me. It's just my photography. Maybe he's a photographer and that's why. So it's just my photography. But the only time I veered from really pretty pictures of, food or landscape or flowers or whatever is because of the protest, and his page is identical. He has hundreds of amazing pictures, none of him, and the only other thing other than his beautiful pictures is this freedom convoy. I'm like, hey, you're my male twin. I love it. But I had a message yesterday from someone on Instagram. They said love from Louisiana. They sent me love from Louisiana because someone asked me to make my page public during this convoy because I've been really vocal.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, I would, but otherwise, I don't normally. But they said, hey, I just wanted you to know that I love all your messages of truth, hope, and love. Your photos are awesome. And I just wanted to send you a shout out with love from Louisiana. I was like, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's
See,
kind of nice.
my
See?
Instagram's kind of like that. My my Instagram's like my Instagram followers. It's just me in bikinis and yoga pants doing poses. So
Well,
my Instagram's nice.
all we gotta do is be real and talk truth, right?
Yeah, that's all. I don't know. I don't do Instagram too much. Twitter's my land. There's more crazies on Twitter. So, and Facebook is just Facebook.
Yeah.
But there's not too much happening. I'm trying to get us some updates here, but I don't see any where I travel. So, let's see if there's any on Facebook right now. Live videos, Ottawa. live. Sunday night.
Randy Hillier, I think, is just a little fucking puppet for Trudeau anyway. I don't buy it anymore. All he does is share info. How about do something? What are you doing as a politician to defend free Canada?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Say something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Exactly. So I always call them out. And I get crickets all the fucking time.
Yeah.
It has begun. Fuel supplies are being confiscated as we speak, and arrests have begun.
What is that?
Someone just sent me something to look at.
I heard guns, and I hope they didn't arrest somebody with guns.
No. There you go.
These people that are bringing in jerry cans.
I was just talking about them taking the.
Well, they have their semi-automatics and all that, right?
Yeah. I don't know. Here's a live feed we'll watch as we talk here.
Oh, good. This is happening now?
Yeah. They're trying to get them to put the fire out. Lots of water, what he's saying, and muffins. So they got lots of food there.
They have so much food. But they were stealing food tonight.
Who was? The cops?
Cops. They were taking not just fuel, they were taking food.
Huh. Maybe they wanted a muffin.
I'll give you a fucking muffin right to the head. Put rocks in those muffins. You don't come here and steal. Canadians have, with their hard-earned money, are supporting this movement. How dare you? Who the fuck are you that these cops think they can come in? Canadians are donating. You know, the Polish association, they brought in a freaking flatbed truck. There was I don't even know. I don't even know how much food. I just saw the picture and I couldn't believe it. And these people have already fled a communist country. These beautiful people that have put their time, their money, their effort to drive a truckload of food over. And the Polish woman that interviewed, she brought over 1,500 sausages. She says she's going to come here weekly, twice a week, 3 times a week to feed everybody there. She might have organized that, but it was the Polish Association. And that's what everyone's saying. And everybody wants to ignore that. Mainstream media ignores it. All these fucking vaccine junkies that say, just get boosted so we can go back to normal. What normal? What normal are you going to? You fucking morons. You should be kissing the feet of every single person standing in Ottawa right now. Any trucker, freaking kids, mothers. There's so many people out there standing up.
Yeah.
We just want to go back to normal. Okay, all right. Let's stay in Pretendville.
There is
Let's
no normal.
punish the beautiful people that are giving from their hearts to this love movement that has remained completely peaceful. What day are we in? You know, and it's freezing temperatures. They're sleeping in their trucks. There's families sleeping in their trucks. God, I used to understand that. Is everyone like, are they MK Ultra? What is the problem? What don't people get? How can I help me help you? What part of this don't you get? That's why I can't talk to people. I don't talk to people. unless unless you sound like you think like me, I can't talk to people. It's just nonsense.
Yeah. Today, the people that I was with, they were saying that the truckers are just all a bunch of hillbillies. Everybody that were at these protests are just a bunch of hillbillies.
So
and they were
what?
laughing at them. And it's like,
So
well, they're
what?
not all hillbillies, but even if they were, who cares?
But they're not
No,
exactly. But
that's what I
if
said.
they
Like, did you
were,
even
then
watch anything?
obviously
Like,
we're sadly mistaken about hillbillies. Then
yeah,
marry a hillbilly, ladies, because we must have not had the right definition of hillbilly.
hmm
I don't even like whatever. I can't, you know what? Let's go. Let's go. Let's see if these people will be crying the same tune in a month from now when they have nothing to eat and nowhere to shop. Let's see what they'll say then. The streets look pretty calm though. There's any riot, like no, the riot cops have gone away.
um, I think they just went.
So
They went into wherever they went, like after they were shunned away.
here's the
So I don't
thing.
know where they actually went though.
So people, here's the problem. People loving the police officers. Like I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with police officers, but I know who they are. And I know who they work for. And they don't work for you and I. They're supposed to, but they don't serve and protect us. They serve and protect the illegal people above them. And they serve and protect themselves. So my experiences have always been to keep your eyes open, right? And I've traveled to other countries where the cops are killers. They are killers. Um, I've been in situations, and if we're gonna just pretend that all cops have good intentions, then you're already starting. You're already starting at the losing point because they're not all like that. They're not all bad. I'm not saying they're all bad, but with these cops, my fear is they go in the night. What are they gonna do? Start beating guys with the billy bats, right? You're gonna
Yeah,
start dragging people out of their trucks because all they have to do is do one, and then maybe the truckers retaliate.
yeah,
Right? And then that's terrible. It's like the when I went to Colombia, my friend was like, just be very careful. If don't get stopped by a cop for anything because his brother, the cop stopped them. They gave him the pat down. When they patted him down, they dropped a little baggie of cocaine in his pocket, brought him to jail, and endorsed, I think, something like 10 or 15,000 US dollars out of him to get him out. So I go to Colombia. I get pulled over by the cops on the way to a fishing village, and the guy puts me up against the car and starts patting me down. I start crying. Automatically start crying. I'm like, this guy's gonna put cocaine in my pocket. I don't have a fucking $12,000, $15,000. I'm gonna end up in a Colombian prison. But that's just how it is, right?
yeah.
And so I don't think our police are above that. I don't think our police are above corruption from the people above them. So I'm very untrusting of these cops. I don't like it. And plus watching these freedom protests all these last 2 years and people getting beat up, and who are they going to bring in? The UN cops, right? The black shirts or whatever, the black vests, and they're going to like, let's go then. If that's the case, then I'm going, like, I'm walking to Ottawa because I need to punch a motherfucker in the face then. If you're going to come at us with this in Canada, I'm going to fight, right?
Yeah.
So it's scary. These guys are awesome. I have such mad respect for everyone involved with this convoy to be able to keep it peaceful. With I can't even keep it peaceful with some of my neighbors who think like assholes. And these guys are there, and it's amazing. Fucking Ottawa police. Go home, Ottawa police. Go fucking read your oath, you pieces of shit.
Here, this was sent to me from the news. I don't know. Can you see this part?
Are you about to get me enraged? Are you showing me mainstream media?
Yeah,
Oh my god, you want me to swear more? I didn't swear
yeah.
enough
Why not?
tonight. Oh my god.
It's hard for me to hear though, but
There's a message here. Does
I
it say yum today? Vum
don't know.
today?
Don't click that thing. See this guy here? He's saying something about them being they're angry. They're
No,
targeting
they're not.
us. Yeah. So, anyways, that's one of the guys that sits at home with his mask on while his wife is at the protest.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He wears a condom when he masturbates.
Weirdos.
He wears a seatbelt while walking.
It's one of your buddies. He might send you a Valentine's Day card this year too.
Oh god, I can't wait. It's next week. I can't wait. You better make it good because I'm like waiting for it. You can't post on my page, you said.
No, it doesn't let me post on your page anymore on Facebook.
You
It
know
just says
why? Because
if
remember
you
when I was
set
going to
to a
delete my
setting.
page?
Yeah.
I think the first thing I did was delete people's ability to write on my wall. because I
Okay.
couldn't
Yeah.
find the button to delete my wall anymore. Because so I wanted to delete my wall and just keep my stories, but it wouldn't let
I don't
me.
know if I'd let you do that. Yeah.
No, but it used to, because I've done it before. When I moved to Jamaica, I'm never on the internet there. So I had disabled my wall so nobody could post, like, no, you couldn't. It was basically almost like restricting everybody.
Hmm.
So everybody became it was like, you know how it looks like when you're restricted?
Yeah.
It basically looked like that. I disabled my wall. So they
Yeah. So
changed
it's
it.
just a dead wall.
But now they changed it. So I couldn't disable my
Well, how's
walls.
Trudeau going to send you your Valentine's Day card if you don't put them
I'm
right on
gonna
your wall?
fix it now.
All
I'm
right.
gonna
You better
fix it
fix
now
it.
because you said it. I'm fixing it just for you. Because one fucking libtard writes on my fucking page, they're dead. I'm deleting
No,
my whole I was gonna delete it again today.
you got to let them right on there. It's
I
fun.
stayed for the peanut gallery. I can't even tell you. So a couple of people that I blocked and deleted from Facebook,
Hmm.
Facebook now watch my stories on Instagram like hawks. And
Yeah.
my friends are like, just block them. I said, no, because they need to see this. Here's the thing, they need to see this. I only block them when they come at me like a demon. If you come at me, I'm blocking you because I don't, you show me who you are, right? I don't want to.
It's funny. I'm down to 68 people on Facebook now. I deleted
Yeah,
a
I
whole
think
bunch,
I deleted a
but
whole bunch the other day. I'm going to delete some now while we talk.
there is an app that tells you who deletes you, and I think it's funny. So every time I post something, I can see who deletes me, and I laugh.
Oh, you can see who deletes you?
There's an app for that. Yeah, you can get it, and it tells you.
Uh, did I lose friends? Let's see. I haven't checked. I did.
See, there
I
you go.
lost like 40 friends. Okay, but I
Yeah,
canceled a lot of them.
yeah. I deleted
I
about
deleted
30
a lot,
people, but every
but
so
I don't
often.
remember. So let's delete more. Let's go there. I deleted a whole slew of people the other day, though. You need to go. I don't know you. Unfriend. Don't know you.
You have to make it though,
Uh,
so Trudeau can write on your wall.
huh.
Remember to do that.
She should be restricted, this person anyway, but all my stuff is public right now, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Um, God, I have people in here that I don't even know who they fucking are.
that's what the people I deleted. I don't know who they were.
So did you hear about the big donation today of 215,000
Yeah,
US
they're trying to figure
dollars?
out who it was. Anybody
Yeah,
know?
because it was anonymous.
Hmm.
Yeah, you gotta go. I don't know who you
Wasn't
are.
me.
It was me. Don't tell anyone. Imagine. Yeah, unfriend you because I don't know who you are. Gonna unfriend you because I don't know who you are anymore.
Some people are saying Elon Musk, but who knows?
That's what I heard. I heard it was
Yeah.
Elon Musk. Yeah, you gotta go. I don't give a fuck about you. Bye.
Did you see the video of you in school?
Me?
Yeah, they had a video, like an old video of you in school.
Oh, is that the video, the BLM video?
Um,
Did you see the kids walking around
no, no,
with
no,
masks on?
no. This would have been you if you had to wear a mask in school. You ready? Did you see this one?
No,
Tell me when you're ready.
go for it. Whoa, what happened? What's happening? Why is she punching her though?
I don't know. They're both wearing masks, so I don't know what the problem is. But she gets pounded. That would be you, just hitting picture of you, and then see you later.
No, that's not me. You're wrong. I'm the
No?
girl. I'm the girl with her head down on the desk. Except I
Hmm.
would have got up, and the other girl would never walk again.
Well, I don't think she can get up. I think she's knocked out about
No,
there.
but I mean like after the first punch. I don't throw. I don't throw. I'm like the truckers in that case.
I don't know.
See, I'm just not. I'm not like the truckers because they haven't reacted. But I am like the truckers. It's like you need to throw the first punch. I ain't throwing the first
I don't know.
punch.
That just I don't know. It gives me a little bit of joy
No,
watching that.
I saw a video of a bunch of fucking kids in the U.S. though.
The little kindergarten class.
The kindergarten class holding signs, Black Lives Matter,
Yeah, yeah, I seen that.
chanting, Black
Yeah,
Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. What?
yeah.
I unfriended a few people now. Yeah, it's time for y'all to go. Time for y'all to go. No one said a word to me though, eh? Not one, other than the two or three freedom. There's because, listen, that day that I deleted my Facebook and I came back and I said I'll stay for the convoy, I
Mhm.
haven't posted one nice thing about anything since. I only post about the convoy, and people haven't said a word. Time to unfriend you. Time to unfriend. Yeah, I just unfriended a whole bunch of people too. Time to unfriend you because I don't give a fuck. Yeah, fuck you. I don't know
Yeah,
who you people are anymore. Get the fuck out of my life. Time to unfriend you. Truly, though, right? Like, what am I keeping you for?
exactly.
For what? Get the hell out of here.
Here's the dangers that the protesters did today. Can you believe that?
Are they building up the bouncy castles?
Yeah, like, but look at that. See all the day, like they're hopping on hay. You better get the riot
My
squad,
God,
right?
it's so. Well, that's just because they're a bunch of hillbillies.
Yeah, but look at all the danger and violence.
Thank God they got our prime minister out of the country, like to safety.
Hmm.
I don't even know what would have happened to these people.
But they're all going to get COVID and die because look, not one is wearing a mask. Look how close they are. It's it's so scary.
Yeah, if people don't get COVID now,
They're all going to get everybody here.
they haven't gotten it yet. It's day what?
13, I think.
Yeah, give me a break. Day 13 and nobody's got
Yeah,
COVID.
I don't know. I don't know how people can watch this stuff. Like I don't know what they put on the news because I really don't know what they show there. But I know they had the counter protest that somebody sent me earlier, and then the one yesterday with the in Toronto, in front of the hospital, where you're not allowed to have a protest, blocking the hospital. That's all I've seen on mainstream media. What are you doing there? Still
I
deleting
don't know. I'm
people?
looking for stuff too, but I don't know. I'm just like, yeah.
I don't know.
Oh
Not too much going on now, I don't think. So,
no, so that's good. It looks like it's safe there, so that makes me
well, we'll
happy.
see. I think it will happen around 3, 4 in the morning if the cops are going to do anything. They're going to come out of their
Nah, they
little
can't do
hiding area.
anything. Tonight,
But
their big machismo display was the fuel for today. It didn't work. They
yeah,
didn't get a violent response. So
and the muffins.
yeah, they're done for the night. Plus, it's cold. Those pussy cops can't handle this cold. They all want to go home and get to their Netflix show.
I think they all went to the hotel, so
They
they're all
might
in
do
there.
little things like that, like little to try to do some Antifa setups,
Hmm.
but they won't attack the truckers tonight. Because now I'm sure the truckers got their lawyers and everything going.
Hmm.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know if anything bad will happen in the night. They might try some stuff, but let them try because, like, honestly, the convoy seems pretty happy about everything that they're trying because they're just showing their demonic selves, right?
Well, the truckers can just lock their doors.
Yeah,
Don't roll down the window. Don't unlock your door. Wait
yeah,
till the daylight when people are out there with their cameras.
exactly. They
That's
can't
all.
do anything. I love my favorite trucker though. I gotta find his address. I'm gonna mail him a postcard because he set up a mailbox outside of his tire.
Yeah, I seen that one.
I love it.
I seen that.
I
That
saw
was
another
pretty cool.
trucker talking about it, saying we're not going anywhere. I saw what Ron Clark is a really good freedom fighter. He's down there. He's a really good blogger and he does lives there. I'll send you a link to his live page. I like him a lot. Good old Canadian man, but he's really good to listen to. And he was laughing. He's like, "We're not going anywhere. We're keeping it peaceful, and we're not going anywhere. Don't believe
Well,
anything you
the one
hear."
trucker tonight said he had enough fuel to last him, like heat for him in there for 12 more weeks.
Oh,
So
perfect.
he's set up.
Even if he shares, he'd probably be
Yeah,
good still.
yeah,
Most of them are probably very well set up. So it's kind of like the food. They have enough food to feed the whole city.
yeah.
So those things don't bother them. And That's what the guy said too. He's like, we're peaceful, we're keeping it peaceful, we're not going anywhere. And they're like, look at the guy set up a mailbox, send him a letter. He's not going anywhere. And I'm like, I love that. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
God bless them. I love them so much. I swear I never thought I could like be so joyful about this a movement.
You remember when
It's just,
everybody hated truckers on the highway?
I've never hated a trucker though. I will say that. I used to actually always put my hand out the window and do the whole like, honk, honk, like pull your horn.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I never knew how many convoys truckers did to raise money and raise funds. And one guy tried to attack a trucker, say, "Oh, where were you with the indigenous children?" I don't know what the fuck the truckers have to do with the indigenous children that Pierre Trudeau fucking killed, but whatever. And now you all suck his son's dick. Like, I don't understand how people's brains work. How do people's brains work, or not work for that matter?
Well,
But
there
the
were
trucker was just,
some indigenous, like the natives yesterday, complaining that the truckers in Toronto didn't have permission from the native community to be doing the protest.
yeah.
And I was like, what?
No, they didn't have permission from the Algonquin First Nations group.
Yeah.
I was all on top of that. It was the Algonquin. But then they had something like 200 permissions from other First Nations people saying, I'm part of this. You have my permission. I'm part of this. They had certificates. They had everything. And then someone else was like, I'm sorry, but there's more First Nations groups than the Algonquin.
Yeah.
So that's what happened. It was great.
Okay.
It was great though. So they did have permission, but from other groups. So that's what they were trying to bank on. Listen, these guys are so prepared. It's like they have God behind them and that's it.
Yeah.
They have the all-knowing, all omnipotent, like it's beautiful. Like for everything they try, these guys are ready. Whoever, God bless everyone behind them, with them on there. Like it's just awesome. But yeah, we'll see what happens in the night. I'm hoping for nothing. Just, always say a little prayer for them. Keep them in your thoughts. Send some good vibes, whatever you believe in. But definitely, it's fantastic what they're doing.
Well, we'll see what
Oh,
happens
well.
tomorrow. We might as well end this here.
Yeah, I was gonna love
And,
you and leave you for the night. We had a good chat
Yeah.
about what had happened, and we're staying on top of it, and we'll keep staying on top of it.
All right.
All right.
Have
Good
fun.
night. You
Have a
too.
coffee.
Oh no, you do that for me. Have two.
I will.
Good night.